Season 1, Episode 2 of Urban Hour. This is the show about those who do, and I'm here in the studio with Trey Wavey from the 2-4. How you doing?
What's good, bro? What's good? How are you?
I'm good. So me and Trey haven't really communicated much, just Instagram and things like that. And have him on. He's an interesting guy. He's doing a lot, has done a lot. So let's just find out. We'll start with just the name. We'll go with why Trey Wavey.
I mean, I'm just a wavy guy, you get me?
Is that all, yeah? Is that all, yeah?
I'm just a wavy guy. Trey, like literally the name Trey Wavey came about. It's really funny. I just started, it was when I was talking to a girl actually, you know the way on Messenger you can have them, nicknames and stuff like that. Then I just changed my name to, Trey Songs or something. I just put my name to Trey, and then she started calling me Trey, and it started sticking. So then I changed my name on Facebook to Trey James. Okay. On my Instagram as well. And then I was in college. I just started college at that time, so people who didn't know me before just started calling me Trey, because that was my name on Facebook. So then it started sticking. So then I used to do Snapchat skits and little comedy stuff on Snapchat as well. And I started getting ads from people, and then anytime they see me around town, they were like, "Oh, it's Trey James." And then the wavy came from actually starting waves. So waving, the hairstyle. The hairstyle waving. Okay. So I was one of the pioneers in Dublin. The pioneers creator amongst all these youths, starting waves. I used to publicize and stuff like that. I changed my name to Trey Wavey because I was doing 360 waves and stuff like that. And
what, the whole putting up videos and everything?
Putting up videos, wave tutorials, all of that. Just I was known as the guy with the 360 waves.
I hear it's a hard lifestyle, man.
It's tough, man. After a few months, I cut it off because I just wasn't able to juggle both waving and college, man, because it's hard. A lot of you would think that waving is just, you just brush your hair. Okay. It has to become, it becomes your lifestyle. Literally, once you start, it becomes a flipping lifestyle. Okay. So, for you to be able to maintain the waves, take care of it, all that stuff, it takes time. You need to have time. I just didn't. So I just cut it off. But I still kept the name Trey Wavey. Okay. So that's when I started making music, I kind of kept that name.
Yeah, so that's one of the reasons I have Trey on, because of the music, and the other one is because you're the owner of Wavey Jewelry. Yeah. WaveyJewelry.com, because he's going international with it, innit?
International, baby.
So we'll talk about the music first. So you fit into the Afro category mostly?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Half?
I wouldn't say that. I said
slow. Okay.
The beginning of my music,
okay,
is heavily influenced by Afro, by the Afro culture.
Right, and then
the beginning, but I'm
moving into greater things.
I'm moving into it now. I'm trying to I'm really expanding. So a lot of the music, maybe out of the first 3 songs I put out, 2 of them were Afro. Okay. So it's kind of what I was listening to, at the time, what I was, my culture also. So it's kind of something I just did. My first song was Afrobeat song.
The Slow Down.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was an Afro song.
Who is this about?
It's not about anyone, man. I just literally
Slow Down and So Selfish aren't about anybody.
Yeah, man. No, these songs are not about anybody. I have a lot more stuff coming out later on that will be based around, past experiences and stuff like that. But the first few ones, the first Slow Down and So Selfish aren't really. It's just stories.
They're just a vibe about a girl.
About girls, just storytelling. I'm a storyteller,
Yeah, I get you. So Slow Down had a part I didn't understand, and I think a lot of people didn't understand, but they would have still listened to the Yoruba part of it. Yeah. Do you want to explain that to me?
Alright, so the Yoruba part, it's in the hook. So the second part of the hook goes slow down, and goes that just means beresh shidada, means start it, slow, start it do well. Yeah. Bere and sinko jo, that means start it now, just dance. You see, translating directly from Yoruba to English would not make a lot of sense in English.
But those who know will know.
But those who know will know, like, you know, it's one of the, you know, saying like, you know, something like bust it down, you know.
Yeah.
Bust it down. That's literally what it means.
Okay.
Something like that, you know, bust it down, wind it up, something like that.
Okay. And then you have it. So YHYH is actually yeah.
Yeah.
It's meant to be yeah.
Yeah.
And that was done. Was it just done for Derfak or was it Jerfuck or
Jerfuck.
You say it Jerfuck. You say it the Irish way, yeah.
Yeah, that's how you say it, Jerfuck.
A lot of people say it Derfak, so I don't know.
Derfak. It depends on the spelling. It's an Irish word, anyways.
Yeah, means positive, doesn't it?
Something like that.
I think so. Anyways, yeah. So you did that just for them?
No, it's my own song, but it's just like they just have a platform.
Okay.
It's just like GRM Daily or, you know, Lyrical Lemonade.
Yeah, because that's the one that you have on YouTube, but not on Spotify or anything.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I know.
What do you mean?
It was on Spotify and Apple Music before, but I took it down.
Why is that?
I didn't like it anymore.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just a thing. You know, I'm really picky about my music and just a
perfectionist.
Yeah, I'm a perfectionist and I'm all about professionalism. And I felt that song did not meet those, you know, standards that I would have liked.
Right.
Just because of the way, like, I didn't get it done professionally.
What do you mean?
Like, as in the way it was mixed and mastered, like, I wasn't happy with it.
Did you do it yourself?
No.
Okay.
I did So Selfish myself.
Okay.
So, like, after that kind of scenario saga, that's what led me to start mix and mastering myself. Right. So, like, all my songs right now, I mix and master them myself. So I have my own home studio at home.
Yeah.
And I record my shit. I mix my stuff. I master my stuff myself. And I also do for, like, other artists as well.
No, but the visuals are sick anyway. So
yeah,
the basketball court and everything.
I said that's why I kept that one. Yeah, because I spent too much money on that video for it to.
Do you have any other songs dropping soon?
I dropped a song on SoundCloud, on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, about a few weeks ago, called Greater Things.
All right.
And I have a video.
Explain the tone of that kind of the.
Greater Things. It's literally mostly like an inspirational. Yeah, so it's literally like a motivational. It's kind of because music is one thing that I really take, like, you know, personal.
Okay.
And I kind of find the best to express myself that way, because normally I wouldn't really open up to people about, you know, stuff like that, or even like stuff like that. Like I keep a lot of stuff to myself.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people wouldn't believe this, but I'm actually a very quiet person, and like I'm a
reserved kind of guy.
I'm reserved, and I'm like a loner as well. So a lot of people don't realize that. They just think, oh, because this guy's bait and everything.
Because of how you come off.
Yeah, literally that you know, I'm so bait. No,
and that's by choice, is it? You've purposely chosen to take.
I used to be a very, you know, outgoing guy and stuff like that. I would be everywhere. You see my face everywhere, you know, and stuff like that. But you know, things happens. You know, you mature, and like a lot of stuff shapes you to how you kind of become. Like,
and this is the path you've chosen. It's
literally.
I respect it. So go on. You were explaining Greater Things.
So yeah, it was basically just something that happened, and like I was really, really, like, you know, emotions were like, you know, all over the place. Thoughts were all over the place as well. And literally, I just started writing. And, you know, at the time, I had people telling me, like, different stuff, you know, saying that, oh, don't react to that thing, you know, just focus on the greater things in life. You're better than this, you're better than that. So, you know, different, you know, advices, different thoughts of my own, like, just clashing together. And then that's when I just kind of wrote that one to kind of like, so anytime I write a song,
put it on paper. Yeah,
anytime I write a song about how I'm feeling, kind of relieves me a bit.
That's your way of expressing yourself, rather than actually talking.
That's the way I know how to best express myself. It's not the only way, but it's not the way I know how to best express myself, and it's the way that is most productive, if you get me. Because
you're getting something out of it.
I'm getting something out of it. You get me? Something that, you know, benefits me, which is good music. So.
Okay, and it's authentic because it's all you and everything like that. It's all true.
I don't lie on my tracks like
none of that fake shit.
Like other people.
Okay. Like other people?
No names mentioned.
No names mentioned. Right. So you were saying you have a video ready for it?
Yeah.
Are we gonna get a little hint to when it's dropping, or is
It
that?
should drop. It should drop last week in February. So is that next week?
I think it's next week.
Yeah, next
Next week?
week. Yeah.
Okay. And then the plans for the rest of the year. Do you have anything bigger coming?
Oh yeah. I have my EP dropping at the end of March, 29th of March.
29th of March. How many
EP.
songs?
9-song EP titled Waste from the 24.
Right.
From the 24.
Any features?
So, yeah. A few names to mention. Can I mention?
Keep it silent. Keep it silent. Okay.
I like you. I like you. You're
Okay.
nosy.
Right. So you were saying you started off with the Afro vibe.
Yeah.
Who was your biggest influence starting there?
I can say the reason why I started making music was because of Mr. Easy.
Okay.
Mr. Easy. So it would have been about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, listening to, like, I was always doing music. I was always involved in music when I was younger.
How so? Just classes and things like that?
Not even like, my mum was, the choir mistress in church.
Okay.
I was always in choirs in schools, primary school, secondary school.
Right. But so you were more vocal when you were younger, like?
Yeah, I was a singer when I was younger.
Oh my god.
And then when I got into like secondary school, like I ended up being like, the only guy in the choir and stuff like that. So that kind of like put me off a bit.
But that shows through your music now, though, when
Yeah.
you're kind of the little singy parts at the start and things like that.
Yeah, because when people see me, they think, because I'm quite a big guy.
Mhm.
I'm 6'4",
Yeah.
230 pounds. So like, a lot of people don't expect to.
Trey's just putting that out there. He's 6'4"
Doubtful.
and 230 pounds.
I'm still single, girl. So
Hit him up. Yeah, go on.
yeah, so a lot of people don't really expect that, but it's just something that I've always been doing. You get me?
Mhm.
And also, apart from singing, I play bass as well. I started off playing drums, but then I moved into bass. I've been playing bass now for the past 5 years, since I was 15, so about 5-6 years.
Okay.
So yeah, I was always involved in music. I'd gig at EP. I've gigged at EP, Other Voices. Different festivals, Body and Soul, Casapalooza and stuff like that. I've gigged, so like music is not something that's new to me. You get me? But the fact, like the actual being the main person, the main vocalist or whatever, like I never really thought I'd go into that. But just about a year ago, I was watching a load of Mr. Easy interviews.
Okay.
And like he was just talking about how he studied mechanical engineering, in college in Ghana.
And that's the exact same thing as you're doing.
Yeah.
Similar.
Similar. I'm doing electronic engineering here at UCD. So he was just talking about how he just used to, organize events and stuff like that, and how he just used to go into the studio when he was, when he had free time, and then he just put stuff on SoundCloud. And then when he went over to England to do his masters,
Mm-hmm.
he was still going to studio and stuff like that, and his songs were like blown up on SoundCloud and like. But yeah, he was like a big like part of me starting music, and I kind of got my first vibes of him and his style of music, and that's where I started off.
What do you think of that album?
Legacy London.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually never listened to it. I've actually never sat down to listen to the album, because right now I don't like, see, my interest in music sways a lot.
Okay.
So I can go from listening to UK for like, all I listen to is UK hip hop, Afro swing.
Okay.
And then like I switch to just like trap. All I listen to is trap. And then all I listen to is, rock songs.
Rock.
Stuff like that. I listen to rock, man.
Okay.
When I started, I was first exposed to rock music. Grown up, so when I was young, I used to listen to, the English rock bands, McFly, who else is there? Busted.
Mm-hmm.
I used to listen to, Lil Chris and stuff like that. So that was who I started listening to. And then obviously, I'm sure every young child grows up playing video games.
Yeah.
It's like, FIFA games, all the songs.
All the songs on FIFA, yeah.
And no matter
The two-door cinema
how
club
you'd
and
like to-
everything. Yeah.
no matter what you think, one I just say those songs stick in your head, and you end up sometimes searching them up on YouTube, and then just those songs stick in your head. So
yeah.
those are
No, I
like
can
the
relate.
first
I can
the
relate.
first type of music I listen to. So I do have some stages where I go back listening to, like a few weeks ago I was just listening to Scotland for Girls, Kings of Leon, the Scripts and stuff like that. So
it
like,
goes up and down.
it goes up and down. So
So you prefer Mr. Easy back in his
yeah, back
um,
in his original days. But sure, that's what the industry does to everyone, to people.
he had to become commercial to
You
stay
have
relevant.
to to make the money as well. You
Okay.
need to become commercial and do that pop shit.
Right. Will you ever do that? No. Or you're gonna stick to your
It depends, man. Because at the same time, like, I don't mind. Like, I could literally do any genre.
actually really good to hear. Like, not a lot of artists would be.
Yeah, not a lot of artists. That's why I think, for me, it depends on the mood I'm in. What I'm listening to at the moment. Like, there might be a period where I'm listening to rock music and I want to make a rock song. I don't think I'll ever make a purely rock song, no. But like, I can make a house song. I can make it. Whatever genre I'm feeling, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Music is food for the soul, literally.
Okay.
So whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't just confine to one, genre. I don't just listen to one type of music. A lot of my friends would laugh at my music taste, like in my albums. That's why they never let me have the aux cord in the car, or they never let me, they never let me.
So your
put my
playlist really varies that much.
Varies. Like, I could show you right now the stuff I have in my playlist, from gospel. I listen to a lot of gospel also.
Okay.
Gospel to rock to. The only music I wouldn't listen to is heavy metal. I hate that shit, man. That flipping screaming shit. I
agree.
I
agree with you.
So
agree
like
with you.
Afro beats, rock, pop, what else?
Everything
Dancehall.
goes.
Literally.
Okay. So then, moving into more of your greater things and kind of vibe. Who would be your influence in that area?
Not really. That type of trappy music would probably be, I don't know, something like, Roddy Ricch, A Boogie, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, at the same time, I don't really listen to them much.
But that's how
that's
you'd like it to come off. That's how you'd like people to think
yeah.
of it. Okay.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I fuck with Roddy Ricch and Boogie.
Mm.
Okay. We're not gonna move on to the jewelry part just yet. We're gonna try get to know you a little better. I have 5 questions to ask you.
Cool.
Are you ready?
Quick fire. Let's go.
Are you sure you're ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Your favorite children's movie?
Annie. That just came into my head. Annie.
Boys, actually?
I think so. I didn't really watch. Yeah, Annie, as in movie. No, Lion King probably. Lion
You
King
can
was
tell
it.
this guy's musical. Annie, man. Annie was his
Annie.
first answer.
That's just what came into my head. Like, I love watching Annie.
Favorite cuisine?
Italian.
Okay.
Italian food. I love Italian food.
Okay.
Pastas.
TV or movie character you associate yourself with the most?
He-Man. He-Man. He was my favorite. Action Man was my favorite TV character growing up, and He-Man is like what I always thought I wanted to be when I grew up.
I think we all had that phase.
Yeah.
Okay. One personality trait your dream girl will have.
Say that again.
One personality trait your dream girl will have.
Loving.
Like, she's gonna be loving you.
Caring. That's
Okay.
literally what I want. I want a caring, loving girl.
Okay.
That's gonna take care of me because I'm a big baby.
Big 6'4", 230-pound baby.
Baby, man. That's what I am.
Okay. And actually, you can take your time with this one. An Irish rapper or a group you'd like to collab with. Say in the next year, maybe.
It's hard.
He's froze.
Probably my boys Hair Squad.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're my bros, and it was like we grew up together, like, so.
Oh,
We
really?
live in the same estate, yeah.
All from the
so-
2-4?
Yeah.
All from the 2-4.
Went to school together, and
Okay. Do you have a lot of friends in the industry in general?
in the Irish scene, yeah,
Okay.
a lot.
And You know, I was gonna go back to asking about the features on the album or the EP, but we'll leave that out. Right. So let's talk jewelry then. When did that start?
This started about a year ago. So yeah, literally last February I launched my online jewelry store, Wavey
Okay.
Jewelry.
Right.
So how I started making jewelry was literally so there's one stage where you see I go through a shitload of stages in my life where I just go through phases that I just do shit,
Right.
but I don't. But then I get bored of it and then I move on to someone else. So I get bored really easily. So there's a stage where I was really really into like streetwear, street fashion, like the proper hype beast stuff.
You were that guy.
Yeah, I wasn't like extremely hype beastish like that, but I was really really into it. Like I wouldn't have like bought all the stuff.
And you
'Cause
don't consider
obviously
yourself into that stuff now, no? Or not as much?
I'm not into it as much. I kind of like try. I kind of like to kind of create my own image, my own sense of style.
Okay.
I don't really look at other people like that, like I used to. Like I used to like look up to people like Magnus Running, PAQ people,
Yeah.
Elias,
Yeah.
Shaq, and Danny, and all of them. So I used to really really like take inspiration from
Yeah.
their fits and like just follow different like fashion icons on Instagram and stuff like that. Try mix
Do what
and
they
match,
do
yeah,
and-
mix
okay.
and match. But now I'm just like, what's the point? Like I've wasted so much money on that.
Really?
like if I could get all the money, I'd probably be rich. Like that I spent on clothes and during that phase, and that was bad.
Right.
So, like to some people it wouldn't be big money, but to me, like the money that I had,
Oh, well, you're
I shouldn't have spent it on
as
that.
a student.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as a student, the money
Mm.
I had, I shouldn't have spent it on that.
okay.
So, anyways, from streetwear, so as we all know, jewelry and accessories are like a big part of like
They
streetwear
make the outfit.
to make the outfit, the look. So, I always used to get my jewelry from like ASOS and Top Man and stuff like that, but they'd all they'd rust and shit, like they were shit quality.
Okay.
So they would rust after a while, and then I was like, this is bullshit. Why do I keep on wasting money like ordering new stuff so I just started looking online but like everywhere online is like shit expensive, or it's gonna take weeks for it to ship over to Ireland and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or some of them don't even ship to Ireland. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let me just see how we can. I think I saw some video on YouTube of how to tutorial on how to create jewelry on Photoshop, on how to create jewelry on
Yeah.
Photoshop. So then I clicked into that, and then I started watching it, and then I was like, oh, this is cool. Like this is kind of the stuff I used to do in college anyways, with CAD and so SolidWorks. So I worked with CAD, computer aided design,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So then I just decided to try and mess around with it. I made a few like plastic prototypes at the start, which were shit. So then like it's just like
Yeah.
continuously like improving, but not spending like money on it for it to actually be proper jewelry.
Okay.
So, like,
Just
plastic
doing
stuff.
designs. Yeah.
Doing designs. So when I finally got like good enough to actually print something, so first of all I have to create the the schematic for it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I ship it off, and I send that to a 3D printing company.
Where is
Which
that
can print
based?
that. The ones I was using in China because those are the cheapest.
Okay.
So I'd send them my design, and it take like 4 to 6 weeks for them to process it and to create it, and then
Yeah.
another like 2 weeks for them to ship it over to me. So then I just started, it was cool. So I started wearing the stuff that I was making,
Yeah.
and then my friends started like, yo,
You got
Trey,
attention.
where'd you get that from, man? You
Mm.
need to get me one. Like, look, that's sick. And then word started spreading around. My friends started buying it. Then I started getting, messages of friends, stuff like that. And I ended up going to town like nearly every day to link up with someone to sell them jewelry. You get me? So that kind of like a drug deal. It's really dodgy as well. I have to look around and stuff like that, and they be looking at us and stuff. But yeah, I was some stage it got too much where I just literally couldn't do it anymore. It was too like I literally have to go town every day, and it was too much of a hassle.
Okay.
So I just kind of stopped for a while, and then in the new year, that was around. So that stage happened around end of summer up until like the end of the year.
Okay.
And then come the new year, I got like an email from some magazine, some Irish magazine, saying that they wanted to.
Who's this now?
Slight Motif, if you heard of them.
Yeah.
Slight Motif. So they're a group of young individuals who like to promote the the Irish urban culture and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they emailed me and like, we really love what you're doing with the jewelry stuff. We'd like to feature your business in our next issue and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what business? I just sell jewelry.
I was just chilling, man.
What
happened?
I just like to make jewelry that looks nice and sell it to my friends and some other people. And they're like, oh, really? Well, if you grow, if you decide to expand anytime soon, we really love to have you and stuff like that on our in one of our features, in one of our issues and stuff like that.
Okay.
So then I was like, oh snap, like maybe this is like
gotta take it serious now.
Maybe this is a wake up call, because I never intended even creating a business. I didn't even know anything about business because I'm studying engineering. I've always been like mathsy and stuff like that. So then I was like, okay, maybe this can actually be something.
Right.
So then I literally called that night. I called a few of my friends who already owned businesses.
Okay.
One of my friends, OJ, that owned 1+1 clothing,
Mm-hmm.
and one of my other friends in UK, Rocky, who owns King Rock's exclusive. I just called them. I was just like, yo, bro, help me out, man. I want to start a business.
Just asking for base, like
literally
advice
just help, like
yeah.
call for help.
Okay.
And then they tell me like their story, how they started, what to look out for, what to focus on the start and stuff like that. So I had a notebook. I bought a notebook.
What did they mention in terms of looking out for stuff?
Funding.
Okay.
Marketing as well is especially important.
Okay.
Getting people involved, like getting your followers involved, so that your following base is actively growing.
Mm-hmm.
Not just doing the same thing all the time. You have to vary with what you do and the styles, like release different collections, stuff like that.
Okay.
Also get your your close friends and your family to really promote, so it reaches just out.
Send it into all the family group chats, mummy's
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
So then those are the type of stuff that they told me. So now I literally wrote. I had a notebook. I was writing all this stuff down, and then I literally started working on and then I ordered like more of the bulk of the jewelry that I had already,
Mm-hmm.
and I just got one of my friends to take a few photos of me and a few of my friends. Got a few of my friends down to model, and then we started taking pictures. And then after the photo shoot was done, I started working on the website. So I started working on. I made the website myself. I started working on it for about a month, and then after the website was done, all the photos were up, and then a few weeks after that, I launched it. But before I launched it, I set up the Facebook and Instagram, so like we already had like a following of like 200 or something like that.
Okay.
By the time the website already launched, so so that was how it did. So at the start, it was kind of disappointing because I thought that on the first day I'd have like I'd have a load of purchases and stuff like that.
I'm gonna blow day one. I'm gonna.
I thought that's what I was expecting, but it shocked me. It shocked me. I got like two sales on the first day or something like that, and I was like, I don't even I was like pissed off.
But a sale on your first day in general is fine. Like you're doing well for yourself just for having a sale. Yeah,
but at that stage I put in like a lot of money at that stage already.
Okay.
And I was expecting to make like a lot of it back already, but obviously like it was kind of bringing my hopes to it's not realistic. That's what I didn't understand, and just moving into like business, it kind of opens your eyes to a lot of things also.
Mm-hmm.
The way you relate to people, the way people relate to you after they see you trying to do something good. Even some people that you call your own friends,
what happened there?
They can be hating on you. Like there's some people like when you send stuff to your friends on Instagram or Snapchat, you're like, oh, could you repost this for me and stuff like that, or you're sending it to one of the group chats, or what do you think of this, boys? What do you think? And there's obviously people that throw on a few slight comments that, all that stuff, it's fake stuff, eBay and stuff like that. It's fake.
And this happened to you from the very start, from
the very start, man. From day one, it happened.
Has it been the same with music as well?
Man, you see, the thing about the music one was that it wasn't surprising, because I'd already known. Like I I'd already been through that with the jewelry. So
Okay.
when it came with the music, it wasn't as surprising. You get me?
Everyone was, you were gonna get something for it, no matter what you did. Okay.
No matter what. So like people doing that with the jewelry, like
It could be in their playlist, but they'll still be
literally, man.
okay.
Literally. So yeah, I had like one thing that was surprising was the support I had from people that didn't even know me.
Mm-hmm.
So because I had like some of my first designs were like country maps and African maps and stuff like that. So I had
And that's done really well.
yeah. So I had a lot of people message me saying, "Oh, bro, that's just a really cool concept. I love that idea. I love the jewelry and make stuff like that. Keep it up and stuff like that." And then you have other people, you send them something to post off, they just open it, not reply, put it open stuff. Like people are jealous, like literally, like.
Well,
there was
yeah.
one of my friends that had like someone like called my friend anyways. He was like hating and saying, "Oh, anyone could do that, Oh, what's the probability that this is going to still be going after 3 months? It's not really. There's not a big chance, but the stuff that I'm doing at the moment, the stuff that I'm working at the moment, it has a bigger market to reach, and stuff like that."
Oh, so they were comparing. They weren't even
comparing.
Oh my God.
People like that, So then that kind of opened my eyes because like before a year ago, I was a very when I say innocent, I mean like I was blind to a lot of things. I was still
Okay.
like let's say gullible to a lot of, not really gullible, but like I wasn't aware of things that were happening. I thought everything was jolly. Your friends are your friends forever and stuff like that. Your boys are your boys.
They'll always support you.
Exactly. I wasn't really aware of the real things in life, that shit happens, and once shit happens, that's when you see who your real friends are and who's there for you and stuff like that. So a lot in the past year, I've really learned a lot.
Tighten up your circle.
Tighten up my circle is a lot smaller now. The way I move is a lot different. My attitude is a lot different, stuff like that. So life throws things at you that shapes you and how you move forward. You get me?
Yeah. Right. Do you have a favorite piece from your collection so far?
My favorite piece from my collection right now is my praying hands pendant.
Okay.
No, I'm not wearing it today.
Right.
I just have it in my bag actually because I always wear that because I always.
What material is all this stuff actually?
So the material varies. So some of my first stuff. So what I do is I make the pendant. So if it's a pendant necklace, I make the pendant myself, and then I buy the chain off a different company and stuff like that.
Right.
So the first stuff that was doing like all the country map stuff and that was, I think it was stainless steel, gold plated stainless steel, 9K gold plated stainless steel.
Okay.
And then the next collection that I released, which was the urban fashion stuff like printing hands, the crosses, what else is on that?
Lil Uzi.
Yeah,
Pendant.
Uzi and stuff like that. So those were stainless steel, 18K gold plated. So obviously the price was increased with the quality of the pieces, and then with the chains, with the silver chains, they'd be 925 sterling silver.
Okay.
So the actual silver ones are actually silver.
Okay.
And the gold ones would have been stainless steel, gold plated, but a few coatings on it. So
right.
With that, like with the increase in quality, the increase in price. Also.
And even then, you got shit about stuff being from eBay and all that.
Man, at this stage, man. See, at that stage when I released that collection. That was the summer collection when I released all the chains and the rings. That was just I think June.
Okay.
So that was the last collection I released. So at that stage, I wasn't really bothered about it because no matter what you do, if people see you trying to do well for yourself, they're gonna be jealous and they're gonna say stuff. Like people just say stuff without thinking. People just say stuff just for the sake of saying stuff and just for the sake of staying relevant when in reality they're not relevant. Like why won't you focus on your own grind instead of commenting on other people's grind? Like what good is that going to bring you?
Yeah, man, makes sense. Is there a summer collection coming out for 2019?
There's one coming out in 2019. I can't really comment on it yet because it's not fully finished, and I don't like to say
things that may not be true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but there should be something come out. It's just at the moment, there's only one of me, you know. Music and jewelry and college, balancing all of those three. So, and I'm in my final year as well. I'm a fourth year.
You're on your thesis grind right now.
Thesis is really, literally, I'm just, before this, I was just at a lecture. Before that lecture, I was working on my thesis. So, it's really, really, really hectic for me at the moment.
I feel you.
So, especially coming to March, April, that's when, like, you know, I have to start clamping down on the thesis stuff. Thesis is due in April, so.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have mostly chains on the website right now, from what I'm seeing anyway.
Yeah.
I see one set of earrings, but it's mostly chains.
Yeah.
Are you planning on ever going into like more jewelry, bracelets, rings?
Yeah.
I see you're wearing rings right now. Like,
yeah, I'm wearing rings right now.
May as well be your own.
This is the diamond embedded wedding band, and here is the spinning cross ring I have over here.
Wait, they're both yours?
Yeah.
Right, and bracelets.
There's a lot of stuff that I'm really, really, like, you know, I'm looking at right now that I'm going to add to it. It's just that it's a bit of a, you know, standstill at the moment because of the, you know, intensity of the stuff I have on my plate right now.
Okay.
So once I graduate once I finish college. So.
Somewhere 19.
Yeah.
Okay. Competition-wise, is there much in Ireland?
In terms of jewelry? No.
No, nobody at all?
As far as I'm concerned, when I first started, a few months after I started, there was a jewelry. I think I saw something about a jewelry website from Donegal or something.
Okay.
But I haven't heard of that ever since, like, that week.
Right.
That's one of the reasons why I actually started it, because no one else was doing it. And, like, fashion jewelry is something that should be easily accessible to any people that's interested in fashion and stuff like that. But
this country's just 20 years behind.
In Ireland, there's nothing like that. Like, there's no shop that you can go to get, you know, a bust down chain or a bust down watch or something like that, or to get, you know, something that's, you know, urban fashion for the youth. You get me?
Yeah.
Everything's all like, you know, you have to go to Fields, or you have to go into, you know, all these, you know, expensive places that sell, like, you know, wedding rings and stuff like that. There's nothing for, like, you know, nothing that's affordable for the youth. Yeah.
Actually, talking money, you mentioned you'd put a lot of money in, and then all of a sudden you didn't get the sales on your first day, and you were panicking.
Yeah.
The finances wise, everything has turned out okay though.
Yeah,
more than okay.
I've made an overturn, like, a lot. Like,
don't say numbers. Don't mention numbers. But yeah, everything has worked out.
Yeah, man, that's the whole point of business. Like, if you're not making profit, then you're going into, you know, liquidation. Literally, like, business is not a business if they're not making profit of anything.
We're all good. So, the whole point of this podcast was to learn your story, and now for you to inspire others. So if you had advice or anything like that for someone going into music, firstly, we'll talk music first, and then after that, if you have advice for someone planning on starting a business.
All right, for music, if you want to start music, man, go for it, man. Fuck what everyone says, man.
Right.
Fuck what everyone says, because at the end of the day, music is a very opinion based industry.
Right.
You get me?
Yeah.
So one person might think that your music is shit, but the whole country thinks your music is fire. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so music.
So don't let that one person put you down.
Don't let them. Even if that one person is closest to you, your best friend, he might not fuck with what you're doing, but someone in England, people in England could fuck with it.
Right.
And obviously people in America, because Americans fuck with anything, fucking weirdo. They fuck with anything. So literally, go for whatever you want to do. If it's shit, it's shit. If you try it and you fail, then
okay.
At least you can say you tried.
Are there gaps in terms of Irish people trying to do certain genres? Right, like majority of Irish rap is just rap, and there is a drill scene now. There's a big drill. Yeah. There's a big drill scene. But what about Afro and things like that? Is there a gap there?
There is a gap. I think there is a gap with the Afro scene, because there isn't as big of a community of, like, you know, Africans, or, like, you know, Afro cultured people in Ireland as there is in, say, UK or in France or in America. You get me?
Yeah.
So obviously getting out there, you know, because if people in the country won't listen to your music, like, one thing that I try to do is to get my own people behind me first. So, like, if my own people don't get behind me first, it's gonna kind of get, you know, awkward. But obviously there are, you know, your exceptions, like, you know, people blow off SoundCloud or whatever, something like that. And if you're blown off SoundCloud, it could be you blown off, you know, listeners in America or listeners in the UK and stuff like that. You'd have to go over there to, you know, do your tours and your shows and stuff like that. But if you're not able to do tours and, you know, shows in your own hometown, stuff like that. So I think that we have to kind of like mix as a, you know, country.
Right.
There's a lot of places in Ireland that obviously there wouldn't be like black communities and stuff like that. So that, I think that's where the gap comes, just bridging the gap between, you know, different cultures, because Ireland's yet to, like, you know, mix cultures as, you know, different places like London, Manchester, New York. You know, you have a variety of different cultures, and, you know, people from different cultures intertwine with each other. You know, someone from like Cyprus, like someone like B Young right now, he's Cypriot, but he makes Afro music. You get me?
Yeah.
So like, we're yet to see that in Ireland, but it's coming. It's coming. It's just gonna take time, but it's coming.
Right. And then for jewelry, or business,
for business,
I won't say jewelry because you don't want nobody against you in jewelry.
No, man. All competition is healthy, man. If I have competition right now, that would probably motivate me to go harder.
But not just yet. After the thesis.
After the thesis. After the thesis, please. But yeah, for business, for anyone that wants to do business, man, go ahead, man. Just make sure that you go into it having a plan, because you can't just go into anything blindly. You have to have a plan and a game. Like, you have to have a game plan before you go into anything. The same as anything you do in sports. You have to have a game plan. You can't just go in and just wing it. Well, you can do it and it can work out for you, but more times it's not gonna.
Okay.
So have your game plan. Make sure you plan everything out and be organized, and also make sure that it's something that's appealing. And you have to know your target audiences, so you have to know who you're going to market to. Right. But other than that, make sure you have funding, and just make sure you're, like, you know...
Don't be expecting bear sales on the first day.
Don't be expecting bear sales on the first day, but also you have to keep your head up, because there are going to be downs. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, but the main thing is to keep focused and to keep, you know, belief that this, like you will do well. You will succeed as long as you have that mindset. Not even the sky's your limit. So
okay, well, you have, like, everything's worked out for you. You even have an award to your name now for Wavy Jewelry.
Yeah, just minor thing. So last year at the DCU Cultural Awards, I was awarded Entrepreneur of the Year award.
And that you weren't expecting that.
No, I wasn't expecting it at all, because it was a new thing, and I didn't think that a lot of people knew about it, but obviously it was vote based, right? And like, people voted my business, you know, you get me. So that was like one thing that really, really motivated me to go further. So you see, once you're acknowledged for what you do, it makes you, like, it gives you confidence moving forward and makes you want to do more. You get me? Yeah. So yeah, that was really good to get. Like, it was a really good feeling to have win that award. So looking forward to more in the future. Okay.
And that was that was an experience you had on stage in front of a lot of people. Yeah. And you're getting used to that environment because you have performances coming up.
Yeah, I just had one there last Friday.
Where was that?
The UCD Take Me Out event.
Okay.
Yeah, so
enjoyable?
It was alright.
Are you nervous on stage?
Audience, I wasn't really nervous, just like the audience, my performance was like at the very end.
Okay.
So it was
people were tired.
People were tired. People were unsettled. So it was kind of like iffy vibes to it. So, but I have more performances coming up next month. Right. So I have the Lion Gala coming up. Workman's March 18th. I also have 1+1 pop-up.
Right.
Party coming up. That's early April. So
you're busy.
Busy, but being busy is good. Being busy is better than being bored.
Exactly. So. Right. Yeah, I think that's us done for now. I have one last thing to ask you. Who would you like to see on this show explaining their story, on Urban Hour, explaining their story, and then inspiring others?
I think I'd love to see my boy OJ up here, man.
You'd like to see OJ up here?
I'd like to see my boy OJ up here.
I think I can do that. I'd like to see
what he'd want to say.
Right. Anyways, Thank you so much for coming on, man.
No problem, man.
Do you want to just
me.
quickly drop your Instagrams and your websites for everything?
Alright, my Instagram is at Trey.Wavey. Jewelry website is wavyjewelry.com. Wavy is WAVEY. Jewelry is spelled the American way. JEWELRY.
Right.
.com. Yeah,
Right.
wavyjewelry.com.
Right. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, that was season 1, episode 2 of Urban Hour. The Instagram page is urban.hour if you want to go follow it, because I've set that up now. And I'll be back next week with somebody new. Thank you so much for listening.